What's up, everybody? This is Brandon, one half of that tag team combo of Glass and Brandon, giving you my sports picks of the week. Now, my workload was busy this week, so was my partner, so we can't share the camera at the same time this week, but we're going to sit here and get it done today anyhow. Okay, here we go. I know the Minnesota-Tampa Bay games was played earlier. I'm sure my partner tweeted that I had Tampa Bay to win this week because that was one of my upsets this week. So I picked Tampa Bay and they went and took care of business. Okay, San Diego playing at Cleveland. Cleveland's the young quarterback. He's showing me things. San Diego Chargers, I'm still waiting for him to break out and do what the Chargers do, either go one way or the other. I think this could be a week. This not a trap game or upset game for the Chargers. I think they're going to go in there and take care of business. They got a chance to win this division. And starting with Cleveland or continuing with Cleveland will get them that push because they're getting ready to run into Denver again. And we all know what happened the last time they saw Denver. So this week, I'm going to take the Chargers. My next game, this is my upset right here. Washington Redskins going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, they got the same team. I don't know what kind of team they put on the field every week. I don't know what team's going to show up. But I do know the NFL potentially has the player of the year in RG3. Washington, they doing good things. RG3, you know, he got fucking Rex Grossman back there behind him. You know, he got a Pro Bowl quarterback on that team. You know, there's whispering in his ear, telling him good things, but the guy, he's doing phenomenal things out there in Washington. So I'm going to take Washington also to go into Pittsburgh and take care of that business. Miami going to the Jets. On the real, the Jets, they've been hit with the injury bug big time. Miami, I watched them on Hard Knocks. I've seen a couple games. I'm impressed, you know, especially after they let Ocho Cinco go. I thought they'd fall apart because they really didn't have a receiving corps at all. But Tannenbaum, he's doing some good things, and the defense is playing outside his body in some weeks. So that being said, I still don't think they're going to have enough to beat the Jets. The Jets, they got a lot of injuries too, but their defense is playing a little better, and I think, now I'm just stepping out there a little bit, I think they've rediscovered their running game. So that will take a lot of pressure off of Sanchez, but we'll see. This is a big game here. Seattle going to Detroit. Okay, Seattle's in one of the best divisions, tough division, defensive division in the league. They gave everybody they played problems. They're a good team, no doubt. Detroit, also a good team. I think before they played the Bears, they was ranked second in offense in the league. Chicago Bear defense took care of that. But Detroit's playing at home. I don't see Detroit losing 2 games at home back to back. I think they may have enough to do something with Seattle. This is a game Seattle can win. I think it's going to be pretty close. But I'm taking Detroit and Matthew Stafford to pull this one out. To kind of, you know, stay on the Minnesota Vikings' heels. Maybe try to sneak in the playoffs some kind of way. Green Bay Packers going against the Jacksonville Jaguars, or well, let me say Jacksonville Jaguars going up to Lambeau to play the Packers. Come on, really? Green Bay Packers, Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we all watched Chicago Bears go against Detroit last Monday night. Defensive game per se. It was a lot of good defense played. Chicago offense went down the field. First drive, they struggled thereafter, but they had more than enough defensively to take care of the Detroit Lions. That being said, you got Carolina Panthers coming into Soldier Field this week. Now, Cam Newton having all types of problems. He don't know. He looking for suggestions. The man put up a damn suggestion box. He don't know his left from right, and he going up against this week one of the best defenses in the league. He got problems. Now, last year, his rookie year, he even though they lost the game, he lit the Bears up for over 300 yards, almost 400 yards. He lit them up, but they still lost the game. I think Chicago and Lovey got something special in the works for Cam Newton, just gonna really just make him say, you know, maybe I should have did something else besides play football. These motherfuckers out here crazy. That being said, I'm taking the Chicago Bears to beat the crap out of the Carolina Panthers in Chicago. Now, we got Atlanta going into Philly. Atlanta 6-0. Philly had their problems, especially Vic. They're underachieving again this year. I don't know what kind of team is going to show up in Philly. Atlanta, they really ain't beat a good team, but hey, you can only play the teams that's on your schedule. And if they 6-0 against the team that's on their schedule, that's great, because if they had been freaking 3-3 or 2-4 against these teams, everybody would have been talking crazy too. So you have to beat the teams that's on your schedule. They ain't got nothing to do with what the team's records is before they get to Atlanta. So that being said, the Atlanta Falcons, they doing good things. They not playing their best ball, but hey, they're undefeated, okay? Philly, they need this game. They really do. Do they get it this week? I was leaning that way. You know, Vic having his problems, but Vic, you know, he can come up out of his shit at any week now, you know, and they can just roll. Kind of like they did at the end of last season. I don't think they're going to do it at Atlanta, even though they're at home. Even though Philly's at home, I think Atlanta's going to go down there and take care of business. It's going to be a close game, but I think Atlanta pulls it out. New England Patriots at St. Louis Rams. St. Louis playing great defense. New England, they playing offense, but the last few weeks they tend to let teams back into the game. Now they playing over in London. Hey, yeah, crazy trip over there. 8 hours or so, 9-hour flight. I also heard that Aaron Hernandez is not gonna. He didn't even make the trip. He's not gonna play. I think his wife's expecting a baby. Congratulations to Aaron Hernandez. I think that Patriot offense is gonna be more than enough to take care of the Rams, even across the water. So I'm going with the New England Patriots. Indianapolis Colts traveling to Tennessee. I like Andrew Luck. Y'all heard me say that before a few times. Good player. They got the veteran receiver over there. They missing some parts on defense, running game, and suspect. Tennessee, since Hasselbeck been back under center, they've been competitive, more than competitive every week, win or lose. They're able to put points on the board. They're able to move the ball. Now, if they're able to run the game this week and still move the ball, get a few first downs, and kind of offset what Luck can do on the other side of the ball, I think they'll be able to do some things against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going with Tennessee this week. I think Tennessee is going to pull this one out. They're going to do just enough, you know, to make Andrew Luck feel not so lucky this week. Oakland Raiders at Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs was one of my teams that I thought would have a breakout year, you know, would sneak in and do some things. They ain't done shit. And I think Romeo Crennel, he done benched Matt Castle. They paying this guy all his money, now they done benched him. They going with the kid out of Notre Dame. You know, maybe it's good, I don't know. The defense ain't played played all that particularly. They run the ball pretty good. Oakland, outside of the consistency of the field goal kicker, I don't know, Carson Palmer. I like Carson Palmer. He's still doing his thing also. I think the Raiders and that Raider mystique is going to go into KC, even though I love it's tough playing the Arrowhead. Go to KC and take care of business there. New York Giants at Dallas Cowboys. Division game, big game for Dallas. They need this game. They need this game. But the Giants, they playing like Super Bowl champions. Eli, you know, he's building a following behind him. Cruz, you know, they got him on his cheap. It's time to pay that man. And you're gonna have to pay him, because the defense ain't, you know, they can be dominating at times during the game, but they're not consistently dominant like they have been in the past, especially at the end of last season. I think it's gonna be a tough game. It always is. They're going into Texas Stadium. I'm taking the New York Giants to go in there and take care of business against the Dallas Cowboys. New Orleans Saints at Denver Broncos. Yeah, exactly. It's not a boring game. Yeah, that was just mine. You know, everybody know how I feel about Denver. Okay, all right. So I just had to take a step back. Saints, they look like they're trying to come out of it. They're going to put some points on the board, but so is the Broncos, because New Orleans can't stop nobody. They can't stop nobody. And that's going to be the problem. You know, at least Denver, they will get a stop or two, and that'll give them a chance to move ahead in the game. Which is big. Denver need this game to stay ahead of the Chargers. New Orleans, I don't think New Orleans is gonna make the playoffs. Teams around them, especially Tampa Bay, they getting their act together. They playing good ball now. So it's an uphill battle for the New Orleans Saints. I think starting off 0-4 was a little too much for them. We'll see what happens, but they're not going to win it this week. I'm taking Denver at Mile High to take care of business there. San Francisco 49ers at Arizona Cardinals. All right, another division game. Arizona Cardinals, I know they play defense. Got the tough wide receiver. They don't know who freaking playing quarterback from week to week though, which can be a problem. San Francisco do. They have a great team. They balance on both sides of the ball. I think they're going to do enough to make it a long day for the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Okay. With all that, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers to take care of the Arizona Cardinals and that defense. Okay, those are my picks. Sorry my partner couldn't be here. No, he wish he was. This is Brandon, half of that tag team combo of Glass and Brandon, saying, hey, you guys check out the games. Peace.